Hey, I already have nails on from the other day. This is a retired set from last year. So Chloe is going to get nails on for us today. And I've already cleaned her nails the best I could. She's a nasty little girl. She's 9. I have pushed the cuticles back. That's the first step you're going to want to do. So we've pushed all of her cuticles back. I found a spot that I need to fix. Okay, so we push them back. You want to lightly buff them with your pink side so that the nails will stick to it. They will not stick to a shiny surface. So it has to be a little buffed, a little abrasive right there to be able to do it. Okay, she is little, so I'm going to put petites on her. If you have very large fingers like I do, if you have large nail beds, see, compared to hers, we have larger sizes. You can always put larger on and trim down. That's what I do with these. These are actually longer. They were coffin style, and I trimmed them and rounded them out to make them more like medium round. You can always go down. You can't add on though. So petite, it's very rare that you're going to wear petite. Okay, so I like to have them all set out. There's little numbers on the inside tips. That's how you know you have it the right way up. Size them out. You get at least 24 nails in a box. They should be at least sizes 0 to 9. Some of the newer ones have even more. They'll be sizes 0 to 14. It'll indicate it on the site. So what you're gonna do is they like for you to start pinkies first and work your way in. So I'm going to put nail glue that comes in your box. I'm going to put it right on her nail, and I'm going to paint it on. The more glue you have on, the better. I will say that when I put nails on children, they don't stay on as long as adults just because they're a little bit more pure than us. Their nails are just a little bit more tender, and let me get some glue on the back of this. So I'm using tweezers just because I can barely hold that nail. So I put a dot of glue on the back of that too. It's tacky now, so I'm going to set it in place.
Yours are big to me. Mine are like the right size.
Yeah, well, as you get older, you'll have probably big nails like your mama. Okay, so I have that on there, and the key with the nails is not just the glue. You have to put pressure on. If you're not holding the nail down while it's gluing, it is not going to stay on. I have a whole list of tips that I can share with you on things I've found over the year that I've been wearing them, because everybody's a little bit different. And I like to troubleshoot with people too. If you have issues with it, definitely just message me and we'll figure out what's going on. So there's her first nail.
You gotta
she has,
it more.
I did.
It feels like it's going to come off.
Okay. There's her first nail. This is pearlescent for Polly. Okay. And then I'm just going to go through and do the whole hand. If at the end I feel like the nail is too long, which she doesn't like hers very long. She says it's hard to write at school, which, I mean, I get that. So if that's the case, then you can trim them. When you trim them, you don't want to take off a big, whoops. Let me get the tweezers. This one's still a little bit small. You don't want to take off a big chunk at once, because if you do, you're going to put so much pressure on the nail that it can split. You just want to take off little tiny chunks at a time.
Mommy?
What?
I'm getting used to them being really long. They're not that bad if they're long.
It's sticking on my finger.
That glue is super sticky.
That glue is super sticky. Okay, finally got it. The issue with hers is she's just so small. Okay, so I'm holding it down. You want to hold for about 30 seconds. I've even seen like little clamp things that can help, but I mean, if they're this little, just hold it in one place. I like to do like a rubbing hold on mine to make sure I'm getting it evenly. If air bubbles get trapped underneath there, that's where you're going to have some issues and they're going to pop off. And we don't want to do that. So you hold, and she has 2 nails on.
I want to do the clickety-clackities.
Yep. So you just go through and you keep adding them on there. This one should be big enough that I can hold it. Maybe. They're so tiny.
Thought that with the last one.
I know. And I have a lot of people say, how do I know if they're going to fit me? The length is the only difference on them. Every box has at least the 0 to 9 sizing. Some of them have 0 to 14, and that just gives you a little bit more options in the middle. But you can wear any length, and you can trim off what you don't want, except for petite. Obviously, you know, very few people are going to wear these little tiny nails. But if you like a color and it's in a longer size, just get the color and trim down to what you want. I will say that, like me, I can barely wear the short square. I just have very long, large nail beds. And so sometimes I have to size up on the nail and then file off a little bit on the sides just to get the length that I need for it. But they're universal fit. They're designed for everybody to be able to go through, find your nail sizing that you need, and write your nail size down once you do it. You don't want to forget which numbers you usually use. If in doubt, you can size up and you like shave off the side what you don't need. Look at this one.
Didn't you do that with one of my nails before? It was the red ones.
Probably. Another thing is, so you get at least 24 nails in a box. If you have a bunch of little ones, like what I do, because I have to use the larger nails, you can stick them on your toes, just like you would on your fingernails. They'll be long. Just take off little chunks of them at a time. Trim those babies down, file them, and you've got petty nails. So out of one box, you can either get multiple wears, you can have a matching mani-pedi, whatever you want to do. And we're doing your last nail. So always, if you want longest wear, paint the whole nail. We do have brush glue. It's out of stock right now, but it should be back by the end of May. Always make sure you're putting a dot on the back of the fake nail. Slide them right into the cuticle. If you get glue on this side, like what I just did with hers, you want to wipe towards the skin. Or you can take your little alcohol wipe that you just use to prep and clean. And you can wipe off that too. Some of the nails are sheer, like the one that she's getting on right now. It's a little bit more sheer. So you want to make sure you're getting that firm hold so that no air bubbles are getting stuck in there. We don't want air bubbles.
I like how it fades.
It fades?
Yeah, it like fades down.
Okay. Show them your hand. Looks much better than the crazy things that she just did. And I'm going to delicately do her sore hand. So we did this one, but this is what she's got. So this would be a longer style that I have on. This would be a petite style that she has on. And thank you for watching.
Before?